Welcome back. The school year is upon us, and it's very important to discuss back-to-school safety on the roads and on the bus. And I'm joined now by Rich Barnes from our sponsors at the Barnes Firm. Welcome, Rich. Thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you, Kate, for having me.
All right, so let's hear all about school bus safety. Obviously, a very important topic right now, especially with school starting. What do you recommend for drivers out there on the roads today?
Sure. Well, as you mentioned, it's that time of year. The school buses are rolling on the roads again. And of course, these school buses transport our most precious commodities, our kids, our children. Mm-hmm. And I think probably most of your viewers have a general understanding about what the rules of the road are.
Sure.
When it comes to school buses. But I think it's a good idea to revisit and refresh now that particularly this week, school is just open. Mm-hmm. The main rule, again, that most people understand is that when a school bus is stopped and the signal arm is extended and the red the red stop lights are flashing, as a motorist, you must stop. There's no exceptions. You must stop for that school bus. Mm-hmm. And for good reason. As I said, they're transporting children, they're getting on and off the bus, and it can be a real safety hazard if people are not following that rule of the road. Mm-hmm. It's crucial that they do so.
Yeah, and also it's something they take very seriously as far as law enforcement goes. So what are some of the punishments if you don't follow those rules?
Well, another good question. Yeah, it's not just like a speeding ticket where in a town court you may get it reduced to a parking ticket without points or serious penalties. The courts take this infraction very seriously for good reason. Mm-hmm. Children's lives are at stake. The fines are very heavy. There is points associated with it go against your license, which can affect your insurance coverage. If someone is a repeat offender of this particular violation, there's even the potential for jail. Mm-hmm. So it is a traffic law that is strictly enforced and treated very seriously. Some of the school districts now actually have cameras installed on the buses, on the signal arms that record this happening. So it's not something you're going to get away with either.
Yeah,
so have to keep that in mind.
And it's a reminder to actually stop not just behind the bus, but also on the other side of the road, right?
Well,
that's
correct.
A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, many folks do not know that in a divided highway, mm-hmm. You have an obligation to stop even when when the bus is on the other side of the road. The only exception is if there's a median that divides the roads, but you have to stop. And one of the things I like to emphasize to people, Kate, is what is going on before the bus is even stopped. Many motorists, I shouldn't say many, but some motorists, when they're approaching an intersection and they see the green light going to yellow to red, they do a calculation of, well, how close am I and what's my speed and can I beat the light?
Get through.
Mm-hmm. Which is not a good idea under those circumstances. It's a terrible idea when we're dealing with school bus safety.
Sure.
I always advise folks, look, you see the bus slowing down, you see the yellow caution lights go on, your obligation as a safe, good driver is to start slowing down and prepare to stop. Mm-hmm. Don't think that, well, maybe I have time to get past this bus. Mm-hmm. Very, very dangerous, very unadvisable.
So, and violations could even consist of perhaps jail time if there is a serious case of it, correct?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. As I said, if it's a repeat offense, there are courts in Western New York that will look at jail time. If, God forbid, there's a tragedy and a child is injured because of that, you could look at very serious jail time. Mm-hmm. It's that crucial a thing.
Yeah, why is this important for you to talk about? A lot of people say, well, it's just common sense, right? But why is it something that's so important to really talk about and acknowledge?
Well, I think, everybody knows the way school kids are, especially young school kids. They're very excited about going to school, and they're full of energy. When they're getting on and off that bus, it's an unpredictable situation, and it's incumbent upon drivers to remember that and to have extra caution dealing with that situation. We want those kids on the bus safely and getting home safely. It's a high priority for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, as a mom of 3 kids, I totally understand that. Any other safety tips you want to share about driving or anything else you would like to share for those on the road?
Quickly, when you mentioned, Kate, that you're a mom, I think it is there's a role for parents in this, especially if your kids are just going to school for the first time or they're young. I always think it's a good idea to acclimate them to where the bus stop is, to remind them that they should stay 10 feet back from the road until the bus is there. And very important, listen to the bus driver.
Yeah.
Bus driver's the boss.
Yes, I
their
agree.
instructions about what they should do, their behavior on the bus, getting on and off, are very important. So I encourage parents to, let their kids know those are the rules.
That is a very important tip that you just shared. Thank you so much for being here today. School
thank
bus
you,
safety
Kate.
is a very important topic. So
Yep.
if you or someone you know has been injured in an accident and needs help, you can visit our sponsors at thebarnesfirm.com or call 1-800-8-million to talk directly with an attorney. Thank you so much, Rich.
Thank you very much, Kate.